Welcome back to Prepping for Tomorrow, where we tackle the looming food shortages of 2024, starting with sugar and cereal. Now imagine a morning without the sweet crunch of your favorite cereal, or a day without the comforting sweetness of sugar. Unthinkable, right? But the reality we're facing is a lot more bitter. Weather chaos across the globe is wreaking havoc on sugar and cereal production. Droughts, floods, you name it, they're all playing their part in disrupting the supply chains. On top of that, export restrictions are tightening, creating further obstacles. The clock is ticking, folks. The availability of these breakfast staples is dwindling. It's time to act and stock up before these items become as rare as a blue moon. So, when you're out on your next supply run, remember, sugar and cereal aren't just for breakfast anymore, they're your lifeline in uncertain times. Stay ready, folks. The storm is coming, and sugar and cereal are in the eye. Next in line on our Prepper Pantry haul is canned meat and powdered milk. In the face of adversity, these essentials are showing their true colors. The meat processing industry is not immune to the challenges of our times. Everything from labor shortages to supply chain disruptions is taking a toll on canned meat supplies. And it doesn't stop there. Dairy production is also under the weather, quite literally. From unprecedented heat waves to chilling frost, farming conditions have been less than ideal, leading to a decline in milk production. This, in turn, is impacting the availability of powdered milk, a staple source of dairy for many. The reality is, these protein and dairy sources we so often take for granted are now under threat. The protein crunch is real. Secure your canned meat and powdered milk supplies while you can. Don't wait for the shortages to hit. Act now and stay ahead of the curve. Now let's spill the beans on our beloved morning wake-up call, coffee and spices. Imagine a world where the aroma of your morning coffee is a distant memory, and the flavor explosion from your favorite spices is a thing of the past. A harsh reality is brewing, my friends. Climate change is casting a grim shadow over coffee-producing regions, threatening the very existence of our daily caffeine fix. But that's not all. Our culinary world is also under siege. Supply chain disruptions are spicing up the challenge, making it tougher to procure those essential flavor enhancers. Be it the fiery cayenne, the piquant cinnamon, or the aromatic vanilla, these are not just spices, they are the soul of our dishes. The ticking clock is not just a metaphor, it's a call to action. Your morning brew and flavorful dishes are at stake, it's time to stock up. Turning our attention to the green revolution seeds for home gardening and nuts. As we face unpredictable times, the allure of self-sufficiency through home gardening has never been more appealing. This surge in interest, coupled with weather challenges, is putting a strain on seed supplies. From heirloom tomatoes to zucchini, these tiny time capsules of potential life are in high demand. Simultaneously, we can't overlook the importance of nuts. These nutritional powerhouses are not only a fantastic source of protein, but also serve as a long-lasting snack for those unforeseen circumstances. Weather changes, however, are making it more challenging to grow nut trees, leading to a decrease in supply and an increase in demand. The green revolution is not just about going back to our roots, it's about ensuring we have the tools and resources to weather any storm. With this in mind, it's time to stock up on seeds and nuts. A green revolution is upon us. Time to stock up on seeds and nuts. Next, we're plunging into the pantry powerhouses, canned goods and pasta. Here's where things get a bit more complex. Canned goods and pasta are staples that have long held a trusted place on our pantry shelves. They're reliable, versatile, and have a long shelf life. But what happens when the supply chain disruptions and heightened demand start to impact these pantry powerhouses? Let's start with canned goods. It's a simple concept, really. Fresh produce is processed and sealed in a can to preserve it. But the devil, as they say, is in the details. It's not just about the produce, it's about the entire supply chain. From the farmer to the processing plant to the can manufacturer to the retailer, each step is vulnerable to disruptions. Whether it's labor shortages, transportation issues, or natural disasters, any hiccup can cause a domino effect that leads to shortages on our supermarket shelves. Now let's talk pasta. This humble staple made from wheat, water, and sometimes eggs has become a global favorite. But it's not immune to the current challenges. Droughts and extreme weather events are affecting wheat production worldwide, while factory closures and transportation issues are slowing down production and distribution. All these factors are coming together to create a perfect storm that could seriously impact pasta availability. The bottom line is this: canned goods and pasta are under threat. These pantry powerhouses are not as invincible as we might have thought. The current challenges we're facing are a stark reminder that nothing is guaranteed in this world. not even our most trusted pantry staples. As we navigate through these uncertain times, remember this: preparation is key. So the next time you're at the supermarket, take a moment to stock up on these pantry powerhouses. Grab your canned goods and pasta while you can. Every can, every box could make a difference when the time comes. The pantry powerhouses are under threat. Grab your canned goods and pasta while you can. Let's delve into the heart of your kitchen essentials: flour and cooking oils. These simple, everyday items are in the crosshairs of a perfect storm. On one side, we have weather challenges. Unpredictable weather patterns are causing havoc on the crops that give us our flour and oils. Crops can't grow without sunshine and rain, and too much or too little of either can spell disaster. On the other side, we have volatile commodity prices. The cost of these commodities fluctuates wildly, and any increase in price can make these once basic items a luxury. Imagine trying to bake bread or fry food without flour or oil. It's not a scenario we want to contemplate. These factors combined are stirring up a storm that might turn your kitchen essentials into prepper luxuries. The time to act is now. Secure your supply today. Your kitchen essentials are becoming prepper luxuries. Secure your supply today. Finally, we're tackling the Staples Standoff rice and beans. These two humble yet mighty pantry heroes are the backbone of many a survivalist's food cache. They're packed with nutrition, have a long shelf life, and can be used in countless recipes. But what happens when these staples come under threat? Let's first talk about rice. It's one of those versatile grains that's easily stored and can be cooked up in a snap. But with weather disruptions, notably flooding and droughts, impacting major rice-producing nations, we're seeing a significant strain on the global supply. Countries are starting to safeguard their domestic supply, imposing hefty export restrictions. This means less rice on the global market, higher prices, and potentially empty shelves in your local store. Next, let's turn our attention to beans. They're a fantastic source of fiber and protein, and they're an absolute must for anyone looking to build a robust pantry. However, like rice, beans are also feeling the pinch. Unpredictable weather patterns are leading to poor harvests, and producers are struggling to keep up with the ever-increasing demand. As with rice, countries are prioritizing their domestic needs, further tightening the global bean market. So, what does this mean for you? It means that now, more than ever, it's essential to keep a keen eye on the availability and prices of rice and beans in your area. Don't wait for the shortages to hit before you stock up. Be proactive, and keep your pantry well stocked with these staples. Remember, in the world of prepping, foresight is everything. Being prepared means staying ahead of the curve, anticipating the challenges before they arise, and taking swift action to safeguard your food supply. The Staples Standoff is real. Make sure your pantry is ready. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the most crucial liquid gold bottled water. In times of crisis, this humble commodity becomes a lifeline. Right now, we're witnessing a perfect storm of problems affecting its supply chain. Picture this: natural disasters disrupting production, transportation hiccups delaying deliveries, and a surge in demand during emergencies. These factors combined are creating potential shortages in bottled water. Meanwhile, panic buying is further complicating the situation, making it even harder for suppliers to keep up. It's a domino effect that's sending shockwaves through the bottled water industry. Now more than ever, it's vital to be prepared. Consider diversifying your water sources from bottled water to water purification methods. The goal is to ensure you have access to safe drinking water, no matter what. Remember, when it comes to prepping, it's always better to be a step ahead. Water is life. Stock up on this liquid gold while you can. That wraps up our Prepper Pantry Haul Essentials for the 2024 food shortages. We've navigated the turbulent seas of sugar and cereal shortages, canned meat and powdered milk scarcity, and the looming crisis in our coffee and spice supplies. We've delved into the challenges facing seeds for home gardening and nuts, canned goods and pasta, flour and cooking oils, and the essentials of rice and beans. And let's not forget the most crucial liquid gold bottled water. The clock is ticking, and the urgency to prepare has never been greater. These food shortages are not just alarming forecasts, they're a chilling reality we need to face head-on. So, let's stay vigilant, stay prepared, and ensure our pantries are well stocked for the uncertain times ahead. Stay vigilant, stay prepared, and keep watching Prepping for Tomorrow. Remember to hit that subscribe button for more insights and tips. Until next time, stay safe out there.